Hi guys, from new videos. So today we'll take a look on another game from the small series of 1v1s with Master Moist, and I believe this is the last one I have prepared for you right now. And in this matchup, still on the same map, I play with Night Elves and my opponent is now playing with the Undeads. So that's the last race. We didn't see yet, of course, except Mirror, but I think Master Moist doesn't play Night Elves. Or just didn't want to play Mirror, I'm not sure, but of course he played 2 times with Orcs in the beginning, which was his main. Last time he played Empire with the Mountain King, or not Empire but Humans, yeah, and this time he's going for the Undeads. So we'll see what he figures out here. He's starting with Crypt, Altar of Darkness, Ziggurat. I also played lately a little bit of Undead, or it's actually already like 2 weeks maybe. I didn't play Warcraft III for a while now, but the last race I played was Undead, so I kinda know a little bit actually what to do. But this build order seems like a kind of a standard. He's not going for the 6 Acolyte for scouting, which is the optimal play, but I guess he doesn't want to get the information there. Also he has a Ziggurat in the back. Also it's basically open, yeah, so kinda easy for me to enter. Ziggurat in the front is actually kinda good to keeping everyone away. This is a little bit better for protection for Acolytes, but since I don't have like a Blade Master or something, I don't think it's really needed, so I think it would be way better for him to place the Ziggurat, that translator to the Frost Tower or whatever, into the front, but doesn't matter that much. And now he plays the second Ziggurat here, so we're just trying to protect his Acolytes. He's also not getting Graveyard yet. Maybe he will get it after the Tomb of Relics. I'm not sure right now actually about the timing completely, but we'll see. Of course I'm doing my usual Ancient of War creeping on this stronger camp. We are getting the Demon Hunter. We got the Tree Healing. Probably Immolation, I guess, but I need to position in between the units. Yeah, this was definitely a mistake. I turned on the Immolation and I have 0 uptime on all the units in the back, so just wasting mana. Definitely not the most optimal play, but actually my opponent decided to go for Crypt Lord first. Of course, buying the Wrath of Necromancy, getting the ghouls, and looks like he's going probably for the expansion, maybe, potentially. Looks like he's heading towards that direction. Of course, the usual undead play is going for Death Knight first, and then get a Lich, and then maybe Crypt Lord first, but usually something like Dark Ranger rather. But Crypt Lord opener is also totally valid. You usually do Crypt Lord into an expansion, or you can just do Crypt Lord creeping, try to get him as high as possible, then maybe get Death Knight second, and then like Lich third. That's also an option, but yeah, for now it looks like he's really just getting the ghouls there. I'm not sure about his resources, he should have a lot. Yeah, he definitely has a lot. I think he's trying to save 110 gold, 110 wood for the tier 2. Yeah, now he's giving up some more ghouls, which means now he doesn't have the gold for the tier 2, but maybe he doesn't want to have tier 2. Graveyard maybe? No, second Crypt, okay. So he's just going mass ghouls. We won't see any Crypt Fiends anytime soon. I'm going for my usual creep route, which is always this strong camp, then we take this small one, and then we go for these turtles. It's a really easy way to getting, not all the way to tier 3, but really close. So I really prefer this route, yeah, and we just need a little bit more here, and we have tier 3, not tier 3, level 3, while the Crypt Lord is only level 1, so we are way ahead. Of course we have the Immolation, only level 1, but it's still fine. We of course really also need the mana burn, so that is why I played like this. Here I decided to go for this camp. I wouldn't probably even kill it, so I don't know what I was thinking here, but the main problem is now that there is this huge army behind me, so I'm afraid that we'll probably lose some archers here at least. If I decided to turn on the Shadow Melt, and now he has to deal with the big camp, so I kinda forced him away. That was actually a really smart play, and now we just retreat. Hopefully I won't get rooted or anything, but yeah, this was really nice, really nicely played from me. We managed to totally save ourselves, and even though he has lots of summoned units, he's going for my base. Now I'm already here in the safe zone of my base, and here I use the detonation of my Wisp and totally one-shotted his whole army. This is really powerful. You don't really want to make these pushes with skeletons and scraps of the Crypt Lord into the base of Night Elf. It's just total suicide, so here he lost lots of value. One archer here, but we turn on the Shadow Melt, so once again saved him. Now we turn on the Immolation on these two ghouls. We focus fire one of them down with the archers as well, and we got a tier, once again, level 3 on our Demon Hunter. Plus we also have Cloak of Shadows here, Ring of Protection, and Gloves of Haste. Our opponent is still only level 1. He has only one item, and now I also have tier 2 finally on my main building. We also have Hunter's Hall, and we can start our Ancients of Lore. The enemy is on, I believe, tier 1. Necropolis should be the tier 1 main building, so he's really just going pure ghouls, which is a really big army, but it's not really possible to push with that into a base like this, so he really has to catch me somewhere on the open field and just hope for me to not have town portal or something like that. But I can also save myself now with the Cloak of Shadows, so it's really hard for him to really do anything. We just go for another camp here, utilizing the Demon Hunter, and also trying to level up the Sea Witch now. Once you have the level 3 on Demon Hunter, you can just pull him away and solo level the Sea Witch, so the XP doesn't split between the two heroes. But I don't usually like to do that too much. I just try to kill the creatures as quickly as possible, for which of course you want to use both heroes, and then maybe just level a little bit more on the enemies or something. But yeah, it will be probably optimal to split the heroes. It's just something I don't do because it's a little bit more demanding and I'm not that confident with the creeping yet. But unfortunately we lost one archer here. Now we also stand my Demon Hunter, so we turn on the Shadow Melt. Rest of my units is escaping. I don't think he has anything to scout me with. So we just teleported actually away. I think we could have just waited there and keep him away, but I guess I wanted to just regenerate and fight him in my base. He has the Ritual Dagger, which is actually quite good. It's an AoE heal for sacrificing a unit. Plus he has lots of Rods of Necromancy, and he has ton of ghouls, so he's definitely prepared. We have only 4 archers, 2 heroes. I'm making 1 bear now, but the main thing is that I picked up the Immolation on the level 1. To be honest, for an enemy like this I could have maybe even leveled up the Immolation a little bit, but the mana burn is also good, at least he cannot cast anything with Script Lord. Now I got the level 2 on my Naga Sea Witch, so we also have the AoE Chain Lightning, which is also totally brutal. Now we have a bear, so we can cast Rejuvenation. Actually I don't have the Adept training yet, so we can't cast anything, but I just totally splayed him down with the AoE. We maybe actually had a heal on the Demon Hunter, plus we have the Moon Wells here, so we pretty easily pushed him away. I think we lost 2 archers, but he lost like 10 ghouls, so we are totally fine. And right now I'm sitting on 32 population. Actually, sorry, this is him. 32 population, we are on 34. So still kind of balanced, but our units are way stronger, so that should be pretty much fine. We are getting the tier 3 now a little bit later. It was delayed by many things I had to do here for the small skirmishes with him, but it's still fine. We also got the shop now. We are producing more bears. We also bought the Staff of Preservation, so we can potentially teleport the Demon Hunter away. I usually like to put it on the Naga Sea Witch, because she's in the back. Unless they have really something that will just immediately fire her down, she should be fine most of the time. And the Demon Hunter is just in the front line, trying to mana burn the enemy or even immolate in these matchups. So then of course the Mana of Preservation on the Naga Sea Witch, so you can teleport the Demon Hunter home, is really useful. You can also just use the teleport on any other units, but I like to save it for the hero if necessary. Even though I'm definitely not too good in using this item, but it's really good, so I'm trying to still buy it, even though I rarely use it, to be honest. Here we got the Century Wards, so that can be quite good for keeping some vision here and information. We'll see if I will place it down maybe somewhere around here or bring it somewhere else. Of course, trying to keep all of my units at high HP. With the rejuvenations, getting another bear. Tier 3 is like 60% now, and looks like the enemy is swarming for another push potentially, but yeah, my heroes are level 3 and 2. Both of them over 50%. Yeah, Demon Hunter is almost level 4, sorry. While the enemy is only level 2. I need 1 more experience for level 3, but I have 2 more heroes. I mean, 2 heroes in total. Still more experience, so yeah. I don't think he has much chance to fight me here. Plus he's still making the ghouls even though he knows I have the immolation, so I think actually once he found out about that he could have probably just either expand, that would be an option, but probably wouldn't have enough time to get a decent value from it before I would time push him. So I think probably something like swapping to gargoyles would be really good, because I don't have a single Dryad. I have only 2 archers left, and I still don't have Orb of Venom, so overall if you would have lots of gargoyles I would be totally screwed. I would have to build the Ancient Protector, turtle up, just wait here for a long time. In the meantime he could creep a lot, to catch up, get a second hero maybe, or just expand, whatever, and still try to turn it around, but he's spamming the same strategy that I already know about. I prepared for it heavily, and now of course there is no more chance for him. He's just really far behind in terms of population. I'm also 12 ahead. We go for this camp now, really quick clear, focusing down the rock golem, getting some rejuvenations again. Level 4 on our demon hunter, level 3 on the sea witch, so now we have 7 levels in total. He has level 3 only. He has Talisman of Evasion, which is kinda decent item. He has also Potion of Invulnerability, Scroll of Healing, so lots of defensive items. He even has the Crystal Ball here now. Maybe he will scout my expansions, yeah. Probably my main base as well. Actually not sure where the third spot went. Not sure, but he probably casted all of that, so we can pick up the item he dropped here back. He's finally going for tier 2 as well. Not really producing anything right now. He has over 1000 gold. He should definitely spend that on something. And he actually splits his summoned units from the rest of his army. Probably just wanted to scout, but here we found him, so immediately mana burned him. And we are following him now with the whole army of 50 population bears. At home, we can one-shot this if needed with 1 wisp, so that's not too big of a deal. Plus I have all the trees there, so it should be actually kinda fine. In the fight, I pulled back a little bit, just to see if he has more behind that. And here we just kinda lured him out immediately, he actually used the Scroll of Healing to basically full heal everything, but we have the Immolation there. We have so many bears, plus some range damage behind it, plus the AoE from the lightning from the Naga Sea Witch. He returned on the invulnerability, but basically his whole army immediately melted. And he actually went for the gargoyles eventually, but it was ultra late, especially when he has so many resources. He could have already like 60 population of gargoyles, to be honest. And it would be really hard for me, but fortunately it didn't happen. He called it GG, and after 12 minutes the game ended in our favor. He of course produced way more units thanks to the ghouls, but got only 15 kills. We got 56 there, really good. Same buildings on both sides. We got 12 larger army. Yeah, of course, like 3.5 times more experience. 1 more kill here. We didn't lose anything. First time I see I have more items, but I have 2 heroes, way more creeping, so that actually makes kinda sense, even though he was also buying lots of items there, yeah, at least 1 dagger, probably like 2 or 3 rods of necromancy, so that also helped a lot there. We also got 1 mercenary. I'm not actually sure what that was. Maybe I bought the shredder or something, but I didn't really see that, so not quite sure what that was. And the gold mine, of course, basically the same. We got lots of extra lumber, but I wanted to reproduce my wisps so I can destroy all the summoned units he had, so that was the reason we had so many wisps. And I still didn't have like too much excess wood in the end, so I think it was totally reasonable. And tech percentage also a little bit in our favor, but overall kinda low on both sides. But yeah, pretty nice game. I hope you enjoyed this. As I said, I believe this was the last game I have prepared for you from this small series, but next time we'll continue with some other custom games, I think, with some other players. I even have 1 2v2 prepared for you, I think. And then we'll continue with a few more ranked games, probably with Night Elf, and eventually we'll slowly move to the Undead race, I think, where I also have a few replays prepared for you. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and take care, guys.